G'day guys, it's the Mantis Boy. I finally got my Dawn Warrior to level 100, which means, yes, I have got 2 more characters to go before I'm completely done with my Maple Tree Festival, and one of the characters is level 99. So I've basically just got my Wind Archer to do after this. I'm so fucking pumped. That is just going to be so good to get out of the way. So I thought today I'd take a look at all the skills now that I have access to the level 100 skills, and I'll start off with saying I actually kind of really like the level 100 skills. And I like that when you use the level 100 ability where you cycle between your two stances, your was it Falling Moon and Rising Sun, the Equinox cycle, it does it with every attack you swap back. So it really just meshes them together, which is really cool. So I'll start off with the level 10 abilities, and we've got Triple Slash, which hits 3 targets and hits up to 3 lines. And then for the buffs, we've got the Elemental, and this one, yeah, we've got the Soul Elemental, which stuns target. It doesn't give any other bonuses, unlike the other Cygnus Knights, but still the stun is useful, not really in bosses, but other than that, it's pretty good. Like going through your daily dungeons, it's nice to take, like, stunning the mobs so they don't knock you back. And now for the passives, we've got Hand of Light, which increases your physical attack, Inner Voice for speed and jump, and then of course the double jump, which you can also use to jump upwards as well. So I'll take a look at the level 10 abilities. We've only got the Elemental, which, I mean, if I don't one-shot them, you'll see it stun things. Yeah, so it's stunning them there. And then I've got my Triple Slash. Alright, now onto the level 30 abilities. This is where you first get your Falling Moon ability, which once you get level 60, it'll kind of have an effect, but at the moment, at level 30, you've only got the one of the 2 stances, so you'll just have the one set of abilities. But from level 30 onwards, each ability has 2 actual abilities behind it. And it depends which stance you're in, and they're pretty similar. I think it's the Falling Moon is basically, it just has double the lines but like half the damage, and then the Rising Sun is less lines but more damage. So for level 30 we've got Flicker, but for the Rising Sun and the Falling Moon, this ability dashes you forward through your targets. And then we've got Trace Cut or Shadow Tackle, whichever stance you're in, and that hits 6 lines. And then for the buffs, of course, we've got the Falling Moon, which increases your crit rate and your crit damage. And then we've got Soul Speed, which increases your attack speed. Onto the passives, we've got Divine Hand, which increases your physical and magic defenses. Sword Mastery, which increases your physical damage. And Inner Harmony, which increases your knockback resistance by that beautiful 30 again. So I've seen it pretty much on all the Cygnus Knights, I'm pretty sure. They all get this big boost of knockback, so it's really nice. And then we've also got physical damage decrease and magic damage decrease by, a nice percentage. So I'll just show the level 30 abilities. Where are they? I'll chuck the Falling Moon on. So we got, I think it was Trace Cut. So this, yeah, hits behind you. Kind of weird. And then we've got Flicker, which dashes you forward. I've just chucked Rising Sun on, which you get at level 60, but this is the Rising Sun ability, so that hits in front of you. And then you got Flicker again, which, I mean, hits less lines now, but it hits pretty hard. So it's just another charge ability. And then at level 60 we've got Light Merger, or Moon Shadow, whichever stance. And then Sun Cross, and I think it was Light Merger, but the ability looks pretty cool. I like the animation on this one, so that's pretty rad. And then we've got Rising Sun, of course, for the buffs. And this one, instead of giving you crit rate and crit damage, it gives you final damage increase. So you get to choose between them, the Rising Sun or the Falling Moon. And then the other buff we've got is True Sight, which is 15% physical attack, and then 8% boss defense and player defense. And then for the passives, we've got Soul of the Guardian, which gives you HP and MP recovery, but then also a fucking massive 30% HP increase. So this further down, when you've got better gear, will give you a pretty big boost because of that percentage increase. And then also the 10% mana as well. Will of Steel, and that just increases your HP recovery by 10%. Then Inner Shout, which increases your accuracy and your penetration rate. Alright, now for the level 60 abilities, I'm still on the Rising Sun stance, so this is Light Merger, I think it was. Yeah, I like that animation, that looks rad, straight out of like a comic book. Or most Korean things, I suppose. Alright, and Sun Cross. So that has a pretty good range on it right there. And change over into the Falling Moon, and yeah, I like these abilities. Oh man, this class has so many different abilities to try to remember the name of. So I really like this Moon Cross ability because it hits on both sides of you. So that's really useful. And this ability, I think I kind of preferred the Rising Sun counterpart. Yeah. Alright, onto level 100 abilities. fuck. Alright, for the level 100 abilities. Starting it off, we've got Moon Dancer. So this is the ability that I was going to max out first, just to get a little bit better in the dojo, because I think this is probably the main DPS ability that you'd be using. And hits 8 lines in this stance, and this is in Falling Moon. So in Rising Sun, it'll hit in 4. But it does a little bit of damage. And then there's Crescent Divide, which hits 12 lines. It really doesn't hit very much though. At level 1, it's hitting 22.1% skill damage. So, I mean, my dude was hitting like 300s with it. It's really not good for damage. I mean, like, it does hit on both sides of you and a little bit above you. So it's not super bad, but I mean, I was having a lot of fun with the Moon Dancer ability. That was pretty good. And we've got Impaling Rays, which is like, you know, the hyper skill ability that the classes are getting. It's got the 30-second cooldown. It only hits one time, but it hits up to 15 targets. And it'll stun, I think, all the targets. It doesn't say a stun chance on here, so I assume it's all the targets. And then once the stun's over, they'll take additional skill damage. Alright, and then onto the buffs. We've only got the one buff for level 100, and that is the Equinox Cycle. And this gives you the benefits of having both the Falling Moon and the Rising Sun on at the same time, but more percentages. So we've actually got 10% crit rate and 10% crit damage, but then still the 10% final damage increase. And I said this just before, but it really does alternate between them with every single attack. So it really, yeah, jumbles them up there, and it looks cool. And then for the passives, we've got Soul Pledge, and this just gives you crit rate. Student of the Blade, which increases your crit damage and your crit resistance. Unpredictable, which gives you boss attack and player attack increase. And then Master of the Sword, which increases the efficiency of your Falling Moon and Rising Sun abilities. So that's going to be really strong to max out pretty early. I'm not sure if that will then in turn affect this, because it gains the benefits from it. Right now, fuck, every single time. Alright, so I'll start off with Falling Moon, and once the mobs spawn, so I've got this one which hits both sides, and yeah, it hits 12 lines. So I'll just cast it once, and you can see there's so many lines it has to start a new column. See? Oh, kill them. Alright. That's crazy. Alright, and then we've got this ability, so it goes up like this, and then you can actually jump and cast it, and it goes down in a cone as well. So this is the Rising Sun stance version of the ability that was hitting 12 lines. And that just hits out in front of you and explodes. And then we've got this ability, which I really like. I expected more on like a Hayato or something, you know? I really like the animation on that. And I've worked out something pretty useful because when you're on the ground, it'll shoot you up. And then when you're up in the sky, it'll shoot you down no matter what. So although the Cygnus Knights have their double jump, but they can't double jump downwards and get that extra speed boost to hit the ground real quick. If you're jumping off a platform, you can recast the ability and you'll straight down. Alright, now I'll show you the Impaling Rays. I hope it doesn't one-shot them. Oh, cool. Now I'll just check on the Equinox Cycle, and I'll show you what I mean about it really jumping between them. So I got this one, which was the one that shoots out in front of you and explodes, and the one that hits 12 lines. But I'll go with this one, which is the main DPS, and yeah, it really just jumbles them together. And then because you're up in the air casting the ability, it shoots the cone down. So, I mean, this and the Thunderbreaker, they're both real combo classes. This is just an easier one because I just have to press the one button. Alright, now I'm just going to test out the Dawn Warrior in the dojo at level 100. And I just want to add something real quick that I find kind of funny. When I went to enter the dojo, I got rewarded with like 6,900 Mulan dojo points. But I'm pretty sure the only time I've done the dojo on this class, on this character, I was like rank 4,000. And I still got like 6,900 bonus dojo points. I didn't realize you get them when you're that far down. Well, that's really nice. Thanks. Alright, so far just spamming this one ability with my Equinox Cycle on is tearing through the bosses, but I mean, like, I am only on floor 8 now. So we'll see how we fare a little bit later on, but I'm kind of liking it. I should maybe move back a bit. I think I might have enough range to do it. Alright, I'll try using this other ability and see how that goes on bosses, because I haven't really tested it, but I just felt like that one was the other bossing ability. See, that one was putting out a decent amount of lines, but I don't know, I kind of feel like this one's the way to go. Oh yeah, that AoE ability, because this is all AoEs, it's just tearing through when the bosses summon their adds. Because, man, that really does my head in. But, yeah, this doesn't put up with no shit. That was missing quite a lot. I'm not sure if I've got any accuracy gloves on. Let me check. I don't want to hit auto. No, I do. Okay, that's alright. I was just being really inaccurate. Oh, I've got auto battle on. No wonder. I was wondering what the hell was going on. Turn off. Taking over my phone. Now, I think last time I did the dojo, I got to floor like 40. I'm not sure how I managed to do that. It kind of feels like I'm struggling at the moment. And I'm level 100 with better abilities. But we'll see how far I can get. I feel like I'm not really getting taken down yet. Alright, floor 39. I wonder if I should start actually bothering to dodge abilities. Okay, I can start trying to dodge the abilities. Oh no. Oh god, that hit a lot. Oh, he was out of my range. Alright, we should be able just to tear through him from here. Oh, fucking stun, bro. Alright, you're outie. So I think I'm actually... Oh, yeah, right. This guy's a fucking beast. How did I beat this guy last time? To kite him around? How did I get past him without dying? Oh, fuck. Jeez. God damn it. Right, I worked out what was wrong, and now it should be much easier to take out the floor 40 boss, because I didn't have flicker on my bar, which meant I couldn't dive past him without taking damage like that. And now with that, unless I have really bad timing, I should be able just to dive through him. Yes, this is going to be much easier. So really, it says I'm a Dawn Warrior, but I'm actually a fucking ninja. Right, I've taken a lot of damage, so just have to play it cool for a sec and dive. Get some distance. Don't have enough range for that. Oh, I'm out of mana. Alright. Dive. Easy peasy. Now, I think I'm going to run into the same issue that I had last time, and that was accuracy. Ah, yeah. Oh, and now because I've got a longer cast animation of me being up in the air, I wasn't even able to do half of his health like I did last time. But I did clear floor 40, so that was good. And I ended up with a higher rank than I did last time. So I mean, I got to rank 3,871. And I mean, I'm only wearing epics, so it's not super bad. It definitely could have been worse. And I like the abilities, and the class is definitely fun to play. And I really like that Equinox cycle, how it changes in between the two stances and casts different abilities. It changes it up, which is nice. Alright guys, cheers for watching. Hit like if you did, and subscribe to see more. Catch you, boy!